Ever wondered why your body feels different each morning? Why the same meals no longer feel the same? You're not alone. We is here to guide you, helping you understand your body, care for your health, and find peace every day. Let's begin this small journey today for a healthier tomorrow. Hello, dear friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're talking about something very important, our bones. As we get older, our bones become more fragile, and many of us are at risk for osteoporosis. But did you know that some everyday eating habits might be making our bones weaker? Let's explore 7 common mistakes that can silently harm our bone health and how to avoid them. 1. Skipping calcium-rich foods. Our bones need calcium to stay strong. If we don't eat enough foods like tofu, sesame seeds, almonds, or leafy greens, our bones may slowly weaken. Try to include a little calcium in each meal. 2. Not getting enough vitamin D. Vitamin D helps our body absorb calcium. Without it, even if we eat calcium, it won't go into our bones. Get some sunlight in the morning and add foods like eggs, mushrooms, or fortified soy milk. 3. Drinking too much coffee or tea. Caffeine, when taken in large amounts, can reduce how much calcium our body absorbs. If you enjoy tea or coffee, that's okay, but try not to drink more than 2 to 3 cups a day. 4. Eating too much salt. Too much salt makes us lose calcium through urine. Processed foods, instant noodles, and salty snacks are the usual culprits. Try to cook fresh meals and season with herbs instead of extra salt. 5. High sugar intake. Too much sugar may lead to inflammation and poor calcium absorption. It's okay to enjoy a little sweetness, but try to cut back on sugary drinks, candies, and desserts. 6. Low protein diet. Protein is needed to build and maintain bone tissue. Some older adults avoid protein, thinking it's hard to digest. But gentle sources like tofu, beans, eggs, and soft-cooked fish are bone-friendly. 7. Not drinking enough water. Our bones are part water, and hydration helps carry nutrients like calcium. If we're dehydrated, bones may become more brittle over time. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water a day, depending on your needs. Now that you know these 7 common mistakes, you can gently adjust your daily habits. It's never too late to take care of your bones. Eat mindfully, move regularly, and be kind to your body. You deserve strong bones and a healthy, independent life. Now, we've all heard of calcium. It's the mineral that helps build and maintain strong bones. In fact, about 99% of the calcium in our bodies is stored right in our bones and teeth. But here's the problem. As we age, our ability to absorb calcium naturally declines. So if we don't eat enough calcium every day, our body starts taking it from our bones to keep our heart, muscles, and nerves working. Over time, this leads to bone loss, and we may not even notice until a bone breaks from something as simple as a small fall or bump. So how much calcium do older adults need? Experts recommend about 1,200 milligrams of calcium per day for women over 50 and men over 70. But many seniors don't get that much. Why? Some people stop drinking milk due to lactose intolerance. Others think dairy is fattening, or simply forget to include calcium-rich foods in daily meals. But don't worry, milk isn't the only source of calcium. Let's explore some non-dairy options that are gentle on the stomach and easy to prepare. 1. Tofu and soy products. Just half a block of firm tofu can contain up to 250 to 300 milligrams of calcium, especially if it's calcium set. Tofu is soft, easy to chew, and can be used in soups, stir-fries, or stews. 2. Leafy greens. Vegetables like kale, bok choy, mustard greens, and collard greens are excellent sources. Steam or lightly sauté them to keep the nutrients intact. 1 cup of cooked kale has over 170 milligrams of calcium. 3. Sesame seeds and tahini. Tiny but powerful. 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds has about 88 milligrams of calcium. You can sprinkle them on rice, soup, or mix tahini paste into a dip or dressing. 4. Almonds. A small handful of almonds, about 23 nuts, gives you around 75 milligrams of calcium, plus healthy fats and protein. They're a great snack or topping for oatmeal. 5. Fortified foods. Some plant-based milks, like soy milk or almond milk, are fortified with calcium. Check the label and choose one that offers 300 milligrams or more per cup. Tone softens, becomes reflective. Dear friends, our bones carry us through life. They help us walk, lift, hug, and dance. Let's give them the care they deserve. Even small changes, like adding a few spoons of sesame seeds to your soup or swapping in tofu for meat, can make a big difference over time. And remember, the goal isn't perfection, just progress. Start slow. Pick one new calcium-rich food this week and try it. We continue our series on common eating mistakes that can lead to weaker bones in older adults. Last time, we talked about calcium, the building block of strong bones. But calcium needs a special helper to do its job. That helper is vitamin D. What does vitamin D do? Vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin because our bodies can make it when sunlight touches our skin. But its real magic is this. It helps us absorb calcium from the food we eat. Without enough vitamin D, even a calcium-rich diet might not be enough, because the body can't use that calcium properly. Think of it like this. If calcium is the bricks to build strong bones, vitamin D is the mortar that holds those bricks together. Why is vitamin D a problem for older adults? As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at making vitamin D from sunlight. We may also spend more time indoors, cover up more when we go out, or wear sunscreen, which blocks vitamin D production. On top of that, few foods naturally contain vitamin D, so it's easy to fall short. How much vitamin D do seniors need? Experts suggest 800 to 1,000 IU, international units, per day for older adults, sometimes more, if there's a deficiency. Where can we get it? Let's look at some easy, senior-friendly ways to get more vitamin D. 1. Morning sunlight. Just 15 to 20 minutes of morning sun on your arms or face can help. But remember, sunlight through a window doesn't count. It has to touch your skin directly. Go for a gentle walk or sit outside in the early morning when the sun is soft. 2. Mushrooms. Some mushrooms, especially those exposed to sunlight during growth, are natural sources of vitamin D. Try grilled or sautéed mushrooms in your lunch or dinner. 3. Eggs. The yolk of the egg contains vitamin D. So unless your doctor tells you otherwise, eating whole eggs a few times a week is a bone-friendly habit. 4. Fortified foods. Many plant-based milks, cereals, and even orange juices are fortified with vitamin D. Check the label to be sure. 1 cup of fortified soy milk can provide up to 100 IU or more. 5. Vitamin D supplements. If it's hard to get enough from food and sunlight, a small daily supplement may be helpful. But talk to your doctor first to choose the right dose for you. Dear friends, keeping your bones strong isn't just about one food or one vitamin. It's about working together like calcium and vitamin D to protect your body from the inside out. So this week, take a moment each morning to step into the sunlight. Make a warm mushroom soup. Scramble an egg. And if needed, have a conversation with your doctor about supplements. It's never too late to nourish your bones and your whole self. Mistake number 3, drinking too much coffee or tea. Let's talk about something many of us love, a warm cup of coffee or tea. Yes, it's comforting. Yes, it wakes us up. But too much of it may be quietly weakening our bones. Here's why. Coffee and tea both contain caffeine, and studies suggest that high caffeine intake can cause the body to lose calcium through urine. That means the more caffeine we consume, the more calcium we may be flushing out, instead of using it to strengthen our bones. Now don't worry, you don't have to give up your morning cup of coffee or your afternoon tea. But moderation is key. How much is too much? For older adults, experts often recommend limiting caffeine to 300 milligrams per day. That's about 2 to 3 small cups of coffee, or 4 to 5 cups of black tea. But remember, caffeine is also hiding in other things like some soft drinks, energy drinks, chocolate, and even certain medications. So it's important to be mindful of the total amount you're getting. What can you do? Here are a few gentle tips to reduce caffeine without giving up your favorite routines. 1. Choose smaller cups. Try downsizing your coffee mug. Enjoy the flavor, but in a smaller portion. can still be satisfying. 2. Go for decaf or half CAF. Decaffeinated or half CAF blends have less caffeine, but still offer that cozy ritual. 3. Try herbal teas. Chamomile, ginger, peppermint. Most herbal teas are naturally caffeine-free and offer other health benefits too. Perfect for the evening or winding down. 4. Drink with food. If you drink tea or coffee during meals, try pairing it with calcium-rich foods like tofu, greens, or fortified plant milk. This helps reduce the calcium loss effect. 5. Stay hydrated. Caffeine can act as a mild diuretic, so it's extra important to drink plenty of water throughout the day. Dear friend, life is about balance, not restriction. If your morning coffee brings you joy, keep enjoying it, just with a bit more awareness. By gently reducing excessive caffeine and making room for nourishing alternatives, you're taking another step toward stronger bones and better health. Small steps add up and your body will thank you. Mistake number 4, eating too much salt. Now, let's explore a hidden culprit in many kitchens: salt. Yes, salt adds flavor. But did you know that too much salt can cause your body to lose calcium? How does that happen? When you eat salty foods, your kidneys work hard to filter out the extra sodium. Unfortunately, as they do this, they also remove more calcium through your urine. This means your bones might be losing calcium quietly day by day, just because of how salty your meals are. Over time, this may lead to thinner bones and increase the risk of osteoporosis, especially in older adults. Where is all this salt coming from? It's not just the salt shaker. In fact, most of the salt we eat comes from processed and packaged foods like canned soups, instant noodles, cold cuts and sausages, store-bought sauces like soy sauce or ketchup, chips and salty snacks, even some breakfast cereals. These foods may not taste extremely salty, but they often contain more sodium than we realize. How much salt is safe? Health experts recommend limiting sodium to about 1,500 to 2,300 milligrams per day for older adults. That's roughly 1 teaspoon of salt total from all foods. How can we reduce salt but keep the flavor? Here are some gentle ideas to help. 1. Taste before you salt. Many people salt their food out of habit, not because it needs it. Take a bite first, then decide. 2. Use herbs and spices. Garlic, lemon, basil, thyme, and ginger add wonderful flavor, naturally, without added sodium. 3. Read food labels. Look for low sodium or no salt added products, especially in canned goods and sauces. 4. Cook more at home. When you prepare meals yourself, you can control exactly how much salt goes in. Try fresh vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains with gentle seasoning. 5. Rinse canned foods. If you're using canned beans or vegetables, give them a quick rinse under water to remove some of the sodium. Dear friend, salt is part of our culture, our cooking, our comfort. But by slowly cutting back, not cutting out, you protect your bones, your heart, and your overall health. Try it for a week. Notice how your taste buds adjust, and celebrate every small step you take towards strength and balance. Mistake number 5, not eating enough fruits and vegetables. We continue our journey with tip number 5 in the series on eating habits that may weaken our bones. This one may surprise you. It's not about what we're eating too much of. It's about what we're not eating enough of. Fruits and vegetables. Yes, the colorful foods from nature that are so often pushed to the side of the plate or forgotten entirely. Why are fruits and vegetables so important for our bones? It's not just about calcium and vitamin D. Fruits and vegetables offer something very special. They help create a healthy balance in your body's pH levels. You see, when our diet is too high in acid-forming foods like meat, cheese, and processed items, our body tries to neutralize that acid. One way it does that, by using calcium from our bones. That means when we don't eat enough alkaline foods like fruits and vegetables, we might be pulling calcium out of our bones without even knowing it. Fruits and vegetables also provide magnesium, important for absorbing calcium. Potassium helps prevent calcium loss in urine. Vitamin C, needed for collagen, which gives bones flexibility and strength. antioxidants, reduce inflammation, and protect bone cells. So, eating more fruits and veggies doesn't just round out your meals. It actively protects your bone health. How much should we eat? Aim for at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables each day. That might sound like a lot, but let's break it down. 1 banana in the morning. 1 handful of steamed spinach with lunch. 1 apple for a snack. 1 cup of carrots or broccoli at dinner. A few slices of mango for dessert. Simple, colorful, delicious, and healing. Tips to make it easier. 1. Start your day with fruit. Add berries to your oatmeal or banana to your toast. It's a sweet and gentle way to wake up your body. 2. Blend it. Smoothies are a great way to pack in spinach, kale, berries, and more. You won't even taste the greens. 3. Keep frozen veggies on hand. They're easy to steam or stir-fry and retain most of their nutrients. 4. Try meatless meals. 1 or 2 times a week. Swap meat for hearty veggie dishes like lentil stew or vegetable soup. 5. Make vegetables the star. Instead of thinking of them as a side, let them be the heart of your meal. Remember, your plate doesn't need to be perfect, just more colorful. Every extra serving of fruits and vegetables brings you closer to stronger bones and vibrant health. It's a gift you give your future self, 1 bite at a time. Mistake number 6 is not getting enough protein. Many seniors cut back on protein without realizing how important it is, not just for muscles but for bone strength too. Let's take a closer look. Why do we need protein for strong bones? When most people think of bones, they think of calcium. But bones are not just made of minerals, they're also made of collagen, a type of protein that gives your bones structure and flexibility. Think of collagen as the soft frame, and calcium as the hard surface that fills it in. Without enough protein, your body struggles to maintain that bone structure. This leads to brittle bones that are more likely to fracture, especially in older adults. How much protein is enough? Experts suggest that older adults aim for about 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight each day. That means if you weigh 70 kilograms, about 154 pounds, you should be getting around 70 to 84 grams of protein daily. This can sound like a lot, but with a little planning, it's absolutely doable. Good sources of protein include eggs, easy to cook and digest. Fish, like salmon or sardines, also rich in calcium and omega-3s. Chicken or turkey, lean and versatile. Beans and lentils, great for vegetarians. Tofu and tempeh, gentle on the stomach and easy to prepare. Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, high in protein and bone-friendly. Nuts and seeds, like almonds, walnuts, and chia. What are the signs you might not be getting enough protein? Feeling weak or tired. Losing muscle mass or strength. Taking longer to heal from injuries. Fragile bones or repeated fractures. Thinning hair or brittle nails. If you notice these signs, it may be time to gently increase your protein intake. Tips for adding more protein to your diet. 1. Include protein in every meal. Even a boiled egg at breakfast or a scoop of beans at lunch can make a difference. 2. Try protein-rich snacks. A handful of nuts or a slice of cheese is satisfying and bone-supportive. 3. Explore smoothies. Blend Greek yogurt or nut butter into your fruit smoothie for an easy, tasty boost. 4. Choose soft, chewable options if needed. If chewing meat is difficult, try soft fish, scrambled eggs, or lentil soups. 5. Talk to your doctor about protein powders. For some seniors, a gentle protein supplement, like a whey or plant-based powder, can help meet daily needs, especially if appetite is low. Mistake number 7, drinking too much alcohol. Now, this doesn't mean you need to give up that occasional glass of wine with dinner, but it's important to understand how alcohol, even in small amounts, can quietly impact your bone health over time. How does alcohol affect your bones? Alcohol interferes with your body's ability to absorb calcium, one of the key minerals that keeps bones strong. It can also lower levels of vitamin D, which your body needs to process calcium properly. In addition, alcohol may reduce the activity of bone-forming cells called osteoblasts, and that means your body can't rebuild bones as quickly as it loses them. The result? Bone thinning, increased risk of fractures, and slower healing when bones are injured. How much is too much? For most older adults, experts recommend no more than 1 drink per day, or even less, depending on your overall health and medications. 1 drink means 1 glass of wine, about 150 milliliters or 5 ounces. 1 shot of liquor, about 44 milliliters or 1.5 ounces. 1 can of beer, about 355 milliliters or 12 ounces. Drinking more than this regularly, even if you feel fine, can silently damage your bones over time. Other risks of alcohol for seniors. It can increase your risk of falling, especially if it affects your balance or sleep. It may interact with medications, including those for blood pressure, diabetes, or bone health. It can lead to poor nutrition, as heavy drinkers often eat less or absorb fewer nutrients. It may decrease muscle strength, which adds to the risk of injury. In short, alcohol doesn't just affect the bones, it affects the whole support system around your bones, too. Tips for mindful drinking. 1. Alternate with water. If you're at a gathering, try sipping water between alcoholic drinks to stay hydrated and reduce your total intake. 2. Set weekly limits. Try designating alcohol-free days during the week to give your body a rest. 3. Enjoy drinks slowly. Savor the experience, rather than using alcohol as a way to relax or pass time. 4. Choose bone-friendly alternatives. If you want something special to drink, try herbal teas, sparkling water with fruit slices, or warm golden milk with turmeric. 5. Talk with your doctor. Especially if you're on medications or have a history of falls or bone issues, your doctor can help you decide what's safe and healthy for you. That brings us to the end of our 7-part series on bone health and nutrition for seniors. Let's quickly review the key points we've covered. Skipping calcium-rich foods. Not getting enough vitamin D. Too much salt. Excess caffeine. Not enough fruits and vegetables. Low protein intake. Drinking too much alcohol. Each of these may seem small, but they add up, slowly weakening bones over time. But the good news is you can take back control. 1 step, 1 meal, 1 decision at a time. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If you found this series helpful, please share it with someone you love, and stay tuned for more episodes on gentle, empowering ways to age with health and grace. Until next time, stay strong, stay nourished, and take kind care of yourself.